Edita Almonte. I'm the department head or the director of Respiratory Department at Tawam Hospital. Tawam Hospital is affiliated with Johns Hopkins International and it's located in Al Ain, United Arab Emirates. Yeah, I'm originally from the Philippines, so I graduated Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. After that, I continued my education on a distance education while I was working in Saudi Arabia for 5 years. So I enrolled in one of the American Medical Association accredited university. I was able to graduate associate degree in respiratory therapy for both certification and registry, and I passed the American Board for Registry and Certification Board for Registry. I also attained the neonatal pediatric specialty of the National Board for Respiratory Care. Because we have home care also at Tawam Hospital, I think from the time we've started the home care services, it's been always a challenge to us. I have experience personally to work in critical care, and I never thought that home care is such a huge responsibility to the society and to the family. So coming here in this hospital is actually a big change of my perspective of how the right services has to be given to the family and the patient. We've been doing home care for the last 5 years, but we don't have enough resources actually to provide the right home care service in terms of staff, facility, and equipments. The number one I like when I visited this facility is the facility itself that is dedicated to pediatric patients, because back home we have a large number of pediatric patients that can be benefiting from pediatric home care service, and everything in this building is quite amazing because you have your own respiratory department, nursing, even infusion department. Everything is in this building. It's actually like a hospital for home care. We don't have that. We are like actually giving resources. The main hospital is giving resources to the home care, which is not sufficient. I would really try to adapt what I've seen here in PHS, and actually I would like to make a proposal to have like a pediatric home service or adult home service that is similar to this kind of setup. We have our a visit in the morning with a small baby. He's ventilated with the LTV ventilator, and what I've seen in there is that the family is very happy. With the mother herself is very happy with the care that was given. She has too much confidence in her. It's not because she's like that as a person, but because I think that she is she trusts the people who are taking care of her, and everything is actually in place. Because me myself is a respiratory therapist, I could have seen something that is wrong, but so far from the ventilator side, from the nursing side, from the assessment side, everything was done excellent. Yeah, I was very impressed. Absolutely, there's a different quality of life because I was telling her, like back home, because we don't have like some cultural differences will not allow us to take some patient home, that could make their life more normal or make their life more productive. I've seen it in there, and actually I've worked with a lot of American artists. This is their I think they were trained to do this. They always like very much concerned about the productivity and the normal living of a patient. I think my perspective before is like I would always like to be a critical care respiratory therapist, because I thought, you're on the go emergency, we are more needed, and we are considered maybe the top because you are taking care of critical patient. But I realize it is not true at all, because you could be in the home care and you can take care of most critical patient, because the thing is like we take care of this critical patient, but we really don't know what happened to them after they gone through the home. And I felt that the respiratory therapists, they are more attached with the family, and it's a very challenging and difficult job to be actually dealt with different culture in the house, the setup in the house, and dealt with also the feeling and emotion of the family. Because not like in critical care, they're all intubated, sedated, and paralyzed, and then sometimes we don't really do with that, although the family are around there to ask you question, but definitely you do a lot more of like dealings with family, making them happy, satisfying them in the home care setting. And from there in home care, you will actually see how productive the patient have after the treatment that you've given to them. You know, my rotation in this city, Minnesota, was like enormous. It's unbelievable. Like with that span amount of time that I was given to stay here, I've got to see a lot of things. A lot of things like advanced technology from the big hospital, from the university down to home health. As of this time, I'm very impressed, to be honest. And I want to thank everybody for the special treatment that I had. That I felt like initially I was a little bit like anxious to come here because of the cultural differences and like some other things like that. But I was very pleased. Like they treated me more than special.